How many of you love sports? My boys absolutely love sports, and I love cheering them on. One thing I've noticed in the sports world is when there is a frenzy in the air and everyone seems to be overreacting to everything on the court or field, the coach will call a timeout. He wants to settle everyone down and get the team refocused, and many times afterwards, you'll notice a difference. The team goes back out and passes the ball in a more methodical way. They react less and seem more intentional. That brief 30-second pause opens the players' eyes to what they need to do, and it calms down all of the emotions and frantic energy that were spilling out on the field and on the court. It's not such a bad idea. What was your real last fight really about? We'll start over here with you guys. And what was the
That's
real?
a hard question. I think it was summer break, and it was my first summer just being completely at home and around all the time because I wasn't working. And he was just getting so frustrated with doing all the house stuff and just felt like the burden was on him to do everything, and I wasn't doing anything, and just enjoying my summer, So he was like, he said something, and I misunderstood what he said, and he said, "What would you do if I wasn't here?" And I understood it as, "What would you do if I left?" I understood it that way, and I was like, "Wow, you're gonna leave me?" And we haven't even been married for a whole year yet, and I totally lost it. And he was like, "Wait, what is going on? Why are you bawling your eyes out?" And I'm like, "You're planning on leaving me." Oh, and he was like, That's not what I said.
That's interesting how you heard something else, though. Mm-hmm. Like he said one thing, but you heard something completely different.
I wonder if it actually stems from an actual fear you probably had, because that happens to us sometimes. I'll hear something else, but it's because it's something I'd already been thinking about or a fear that I was harboring that he wasn't necessarily causing or thinking, but I don't know. It's interesting to think about.
My dear brothers, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. For man's anger does not bring about the righteous life that God desires. There's something valuable about taking a step back and hearing another voice other than the frantic one in your head. I could use a timeout in other areas of my life. Like when I'm in a conversation with someone and politics come up. Or my teenage daughter is arguing with me about how she thinks an 11 p.m. curfew is stupid. Or a family member makes a passive-aggressive comment. While some of you are calm and collected, nothing seems to faze you, I can get frustrated pretty easily. I try to manage that frustration. Sometimes I do it well, other times not so much. We'll have to do this together again sometime. Yeah. So next time we'll have some slabs of ribs on here and some other things like that. So
maybe some dark chocolate.
Some dark chocolate, yeah.
More cheese for Rowan.
More cheese.